Ladies and gentlemen, stoners all around, welcome back to the High Rollers. Where, I'm sorry, we gotta just break it to you already. Cane sauce is kind of mid. And I'm talking about Raising Cane's. Now, Raising Cane's is pretty good, but, RC, if you were to pick any other place, chicken-wise, to go to, what would you pick?
Chick-fil-A.
Bruh. Bruh? Okay.
No question.
Alright, so we're gonna have to do a fucking chicken tier list, bro. A fast food chicken tier list.
Fast food chicken tier list,
Because, bruh, like, don't get me wrong, I'm starting to think, like, Chick-fil-A is getting a little bit too much hate recently, because, look, I don't think, they're not my go-to. Right?
They put something in it, bro, all I'm saying.
Listen, they're not my go-to, but, if you just want some decent chicken, decent service, or you're kind of guaranteeing good service, to get out really fast, yeah, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A, to be honest. Like, that's why I like them a lot. That's why, in my opinion, they were just like, I can't hate them, and they're good, you know. But like, they're just almost not unhealthy enough for the upper echelon, right? I need to feel that big old crunch of breading. Not necessarily a pocket of grease, because that's kind of gross. That's why Popeye's kind of lower tier now. Not gonna lie, it's kind of lower tier. But that chicken needs to be juicy and flavorful. It really does. But yeah, we went to Cane's recently. I mean, the Cane's was good, like I said, but it's just they need barbecue sauce, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Your sauce is not that good to where you only have one sauce. That's your Cane's.
Exactly, like Chick-fil-A has multiple sauces.
Like all these chicken places
Not
have
just Chick-fil-A
multiple sauces, bro.
No.
Like I don't know. I feel like it's just like I don't know. Just make more sauces. I don't know why it's so hard to have. Like, look, I get people liking cane sauce. Exactly. You give us the variety, right? I don't like, because maybe I want cane sauce one time. Another time I want some sweet and spicy. Other times I want some regular old barbecue. Because it's just chicken tenders. You can't go wrong with barbecue. Or some people, they want honey mustard, right? I'm not a honey mustard fan, but I know there's honey mustard fans out there. A lot of them, to be honest. Yeah, y'all need at least some more bare bones condiments, bro. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna dip them in ketchup. Like, that's the only other thing they have. And yeah, look, I'm just saying, I still think Zaxby's might be the king here, but
I still haven't tried Zaxby's, I don't think.
no, yeah, this is going off of chain chicken. Then I'm gonna say
I haven't
Zaxby's.
tried
But, Church's has fallen the fuck off, but their honey butter biscuits almost alone put them in B tier, because it is the best side out of anything you can get out of any of these places is those honey butter fucking biscuits. No, seriously, they're actually like the size of the palm of your hand, and they're glazed, like they're dripping. Like you pick it up and it's like you have to clean your hands because it's just honey butter on them bitches. Another thing, Popeyes, they be giving. We talked about this on the PCS cast, but literally giving you concrete bricks for biscuits. Because they are so dry. Yeah, I just... Now, Bojangles doesn't get talked about enough. Pretty damn good. And their breakfast slaps. I honestly think their breakfast is better than their regular lunch and dinner menu. Their breakfast fucking slaps. Like, the next time, RC, if we're down south, we need to get Bojangles for breakfast. 100%. But y'all... I don't know if we even need to be tangent at this point because the news. Now, there is things that have been updated, so it's not as bad, but man, RC, we got a lot. Got a lot of Universal stuff. We got testing. Snail ride is, 305 as we know it. We got rumors about that too, it's been changed. Same with Thunder Striker. Oh, man.
Bro, Thunder Striker.
Bro. Yeah, we got quite a bit of Disney news to cover. Ooh, we got what's that? What's that? Codaland stuff. And Rampage new, Skyrush new. Yeah, we are firing the whole. We actually need to look at some reviews of that coming from Buzz Bars. Shockwave, just the wave, the overseas. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about here. So, I guess we'll just go off of Medium first. I'm just gonna take that. So, is that AI art on that hot dog stand? Guazi dogs. That's all I need to know. It really kind of looks like AI. But the only thing...
Carowinds used AI for theirs, too.
Wait, no they didn't. Shut up.
No, I mean, I'm just, like, trolling off how, like, bad and cartoonish it is.
But I'm looking at the crocodile figure in the middle, right? Like, I need to see how his fingers and feet look. Not trying to be weird, but just trying to say that, like, the AI has a hard time really getting hands right. So if there was AI used, that is, oh my god, you're really just turning into the Pixies, United Parks and Resorts. Like I can't, I can't with this. This is so bad. Like only thing good. So I will say, it will kind of slap to just really quick get some hot dogs, vape up real quick, right across to the smoking section to get back on Guazi. That's great for the degenerate stoner I am, but. Come on, bro. Guazi dogs?
AI generated hot dog stand.
I just...
Planet Coaster.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. This feels like literally like... Not like the pre-created blueprint. In-game. They just plopped in there, I'm too lazy to build.
It's like you could just like literally copy-paste it with just any generic like AI generated theme.
But yeah, basically, it's not the theme I'm harping on here.
Well, yeah.
It's more so just
the AI-generated clip art.
Because, like, Busch Gardens isn't necessarily a theme park anymore. Let's get that through. I don't see it as a Dollywood or a Silver Dollar City. I don't see it in that echelon. But they at least had unique naming and used unique art that was somewhat invocative. Maybe they're just gonna use the smell of the hot dogs now instead of pulling me in with at least good architecture and somewhat nice scenery.
I'm sorry, but just like look at the image that they used for the hot dog stand compared to Iron Gwazi's logo and everything surrounding the ride and tell me how it really correlates,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good point there.
Like, bro,
they could have easily put Gwazi's logo instead of an AI crocodile or an AI gator, I guess. I just had to get that out of the way, and I guess to continue with more shitposts here, Thunderstriker. I'm sorry, just the more I say it, the worse it gets. At first, I didn't hate it, but like after seeing it at Pass Holder Appreciation and literally seeing that they just stripped the decals off of the train and that was it. And that's somehow supposed to be a derby rally or like a demolition derby car. Bro, you could have at least slapped mud on the side, like fake mud, and then like I could have believed it then, but now you literally just stripped it off, and it's the most bare bones. Like, all right, we're open. Now, we will get to 305, but we gotta continue this real quick. Just what the hell, man? What's with these parks and just the bare minimum? I almost say they're trying to piss us off at this point. Like, they're saying like they know. I mean, they know probably the general parkour does not give a fuck, right? They just Thunderstriker, cool, Oh, I missed Dale Earnhardt's theme, but the Thunderstriker, whatever. I don't know. Maybe they'll notice that it looks straight up like that's a family entertainment center sign, bro. I'm sorry. Like that is just no budget. Like, and then I'd see the whole rest of the area to really make my, I guess, final judgment. But it's all I will say is I will go with Coaster 101 with what he said and hope that it's like what they were doing on Jungle X. And I'm not gonna say Jungle X felt barren at all, when it first opened with Tumbili, but they kept adding on theming, throughout the whole season. They just kept adding on more and more to make it more full, and that was really appreciated. So maybe the dim lights shows that they will do the same thing for Thunder Road and Thunder Striker. Yeah, I don't know why they chose that name. The names this year have been awful, just awful. But yeah. 305 though. Project 305 as we know it right now. Pass holder appreciation is in 9 days. On that's I don't know if it's next Friday, but yeah, I think it is next Friday actually.
Indeed. Indeed.
But there's some question marks about 305. You might know more, RC. But
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be Project 305 this year, but open. That's my understanding.
So yeah, that's why I'm gonna be wondering. I'm hoping
something will happen in the future.
I'm hoping
obviously
that we can just get on Friday though.
Yeah, that's
like if we get on.
I have to redo the pass real quick.
So I'm saying if it's open for opening day, that'll be the first time that ride will be open for opening weekend in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. It would be cool to see if they were had a theme ready for opening weekend. But they really haven't said anything. They've been saying something about Victoria's Pizza rehaul, and at this point, I'm thinking they're not even updating the pizza; they're just updating the restaurant. I'm like, okay, okay. I'm still not going. Appreciate you, but I digress. What do you think the theme could be? If they're doing this now, a lot of people took this the wrong way. I feel like they were thinking, this is going to be they're gonna reprofile some parts of the ride because they said they said the twists and turns will stay the same in the official statement, but the feel of the ride is gonna change.
Yeah, that verbiage kind of threw me for a loop too.
I just think, theming can be a feel for sure. I feel different at Joker, at Six Flags Great Adventure than I do at Tumbili, because it's actually themed. I'm around here a monkey yelling. So I think it's hardcore the theme, in my opinion. The ridership is honestly, from what I've noticed, this is antecedent evidence, but it's when you're there on a Saturday or you're there on a busy weekend or busy week like spring break, or honestly just June in general. I-305 be pulling people in, man. It really do.
It's gonna be nice to just see a nice, fresh coat of paint.
Yeah.
In a new color scheme, perhaps.
Yeah. What do you think?
And my guess is new trains, new restraints of some sort. Maybe I don't know.
Now,
maybe
that would be a lot of investment for 2025, though. The whole new retheme of a plaza, 2 plazas basically, because you're doing the volcano. Redo of that plaza, of that area, for the B&M wing. You're then doing a retheme. You're not, taking out concrete or anything, probably, but at least you're still adding what they said, the feel, which is thematic elements, essentially. Who knows if there'll be stuff in the queue. At least the plaza and the gift shop will be rethemed in a way. And then if you're adding trains, that's $500,000 a pop.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, right. But, oh my god, imagine just lap bars, bro. Oh. That might be my number one. And then, honest to God, if I'm imagining, oh my god, bro. I don't know if that's still possible. I just think they would do slightly more comfortable or minimalistic over-shoulder restraints. You make them even more minimalistic. Cause for me, personally, it's fine. But I understand for people where it's can be better. It obviously can be improved on. I can't think of a perfect restraint, personally. I can think of perfect restraint. I can't think of a perfect train overall, where it's the restraint is really good, I like it, but the seats or where it might be too small or whatever. Like, I can't think of the perfect train. So yeah, every train can be improved. You know, so every train can be improved. But yeah, what do you think theme-wise it could be? If you
It's
were
probably
to...
gonna. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Jaguar, or whatever.
Yeah, but what color though?
Probably something dark.
Yeah, but they
Well, I don't know.
already chew through
Actually, I
wheels.
wanna say they already. I wanna say I heard something about. It has to be some sort of color scheme because, like, there's a reason it has to be some sort of color scheme. I can't remember exactly what it is, but like,
Wait, does it have to be red?
no, not that it has to be red, but it can't be like certain colors just because of like how fast it runs and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
that's what
I
I
don't
was
know.
saying because they already go through wheels already, which is the bright red paint.
Yeah,
If they make it black like a panther or a jaguar or whatever, right? Like they will probably it would probably go down twice or more a day than normal because they have to deal with
yeah,
fucking wheel issues or LSM issues or like the brake fins, which was already. That's what I'm hoping that they get that resolved. The train, I think it was Red Train, having those weird sensor issues last year.
yeah,
But yeah, like I can't say I would love for it to still be red, but that doesn't really make sense with any of the themes that are being thrown out there. I would love for it to be, I think a sharp, like a striky green would be cool too. But Tumbili is there, so I'm just like, I don't want it to be like Anaconda where it already looks very similar. And people are, general public is confused when they see two red, so like sprawling coasters right next to each other. So almost like, they could technically do yellow. They could really do a yellow, because Dominator is orange, yellow orange, but it's still orangish.
true. I mean, I guess it also is gonna depend on they'll probably make the decision to try and blend or mesh everything into a certain color palette. If we're looking at like 305, the wing, Tambili, everything else that they've done, like the reptilian repaint, all that stuff.
Yeah, because we technically don't even know the color of the wing yet. Like
Yeah,
the Emerald Designs uh, prototype showed it being orange, just because there's no other actual legit. There's Dominator's yellow orange, right? But there's no orange
right.
coaster, and I'm like, I'm just thinking because I-305 obviously it stands in the skyline when you pull up, but you don't really see it until you're in the park.
Yeah,
So I don't know if they're thinking about pulling people in that way, or if they're just thinking about, hey, what's going to be work with this theme and what is going to also not chew through tires or excuse me wheels,
yeah.
because of the color making it hotter. So yeah, I still like this little theory of it being they cut off Jungle X where Anaconda is, and they have just the back area being sci-fi, and I-305 gets turned to a sci-fi theme. Now,
Interesting.
one thing that's gonna
Yeah,
suck.
that would be something.
One thing that's gonna suck is I really don't want to stop calling it I-305. That's gonna hurt. I mean, I-305. That's the red Giga, you know. So it's gonna be sad seeing it be something else. But I'm also excited to see what they turn it into and what feel they changed and theme. Hopefully it's just theme. Most likely it is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I wonder. I
What?
wonder.
What?
No, just 305. It makes me ponder.
Yeah, I'm like, I do think it's probably gonna be Theme to Jungle X, but I wouldn't mind if they keep Flight of Fury exactly the same theme, because that's kind of theming on its own. Like they would the government or some shit would hide like this weird facility in a place like that. You could just make that fantasy. I'd be dig it.
Yeah.
A hurler, at least at the moment, is getting TLC. He's not getting RMC.
Then it's gonna get RMC. after
Uh,
it gets TLC.
we'll see. We'll see. But Phoenix Rising, I didn't put. There was another construction update, but at least the chain lift and a good part of it is going up. So. Yeah, Phoenix Rising, it's a thing. It's a family invert. Redundant at that park, in my opinion, but they're doing what they're doing. And it's looking like BG Dub is doing the same thing.
Where's that? Hold on, I'm trying to find that in the.
But no, I'm just saying in general. Like, they're just the project fucking the Big Bad Wolf in the place of dragons. Why would you waste a high marker? Just beyond me. Let's see here. Iron Menace has been track completed, and they've been having clearance testing happening. So they're moving fast with this. With all of this, I'm happy that we're actually getting back into scheduling with the construction again, because for a little while it was kind of expected to not have take those opening days with a grain of salt, which is not necessarily a good thing. But
yeah.
What did you post about this with the Austin projects in Codaland? So this comes from the ATX1 on Twitter, but they said they were checking Austin projects awaiting FAA approval, and it looks like Codaland is finally getting serious about building their Codaland amusement park. There are 6 apparent rides awaiting for approval, with the start of construction listed as May 1st.
That would be hype.
Yeah, that's a month and a half from now. So, I mean, we got Skyblazer. Try to build the coasters at least.
Yeah.
What's Skyblazer though? I'm assuming that's a drop tower. It has to be right. No, drop tower is 218.
No, I think the Actually, I don't know. Because they have a Starflyer too.
Wait, Circuit Breaker is only 132 feet tall. I don't know why I thought it was like 150.
Oh, so Skyblazer is. Oh, this is interesting. So it's from the inventor of the Sky Coaster, but it's like a new kind of version of it where it's like, wow, it's like, so it's basically like a Sky Coaster, but like 10 people on it at once on like a spinning, like a chassis that like spins around. That's really interesting. Had never heard of that. It's a new thrill attraction.
Well, I might have to be faded as hell to do any one of those anyway, so.
I think I would actually do that.
Oh man, like I'm saying,
it's like a Sky Coaster gondola, big ass. That's insane.
What?
I don't know.
How does that
like
function?
Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just like too smacked right now. Shoot, the pendulum rides, how that it's like a circle, right? So like they take the concept of the Sky Coaster where they so basically they have one of those like ring looking things, and then they like lift that up and drop you just like they would like a Sky Coaster where it's like just you and like 1 or 2 other people in those vests, and then it spins around like as it's like going back and forth. Like that's sick.
Wow.
I would definitely try that. That looks sick.
Yeah, okay.
And it's pretty tall actually. Like, that's the tallest thing at Codaland.
That's all I was saying. I was like, what the hell is Skyblazer? And like it's taller than the drop tower.
That's crazy. That sounds really nuts. Like it's like a new like prototype.
I mean, Codaland sounds like it's awesome. Like I would love to be able to go there, and I mean, how far is Austin from San Antonio? I don't know, like an hour and a half. So that's definitely gonna make the trip to San Antonio where you get bonus credits instead of just going to ZDTs. You can literally go and grab a Vekoma Tilt coaster cred and a Gerstlauer shuttle coaster, thrill shuttle coaster. So that's a pretty damn cool place in my opinion. And then if you're a motorsport fan, go ahead and see a race, whether it be NASCAR, whether it be literally anything else they have there. There's a few other series. Obviously, F1 is there. I think they're in October this year. That'd be cool to see if they ever have Codaland open by then this year. Because then you would literally see all the shit in the background in the production of the race. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. So, Rampage. How much do you know about Rampage, RC?
The coaster at Alabama Adventure, right?
Yes. Yeah, that is high on my bucket list, by the way, in the States, to get to.
Yeah, they're ruining it, right?
Yeah, it's getting RMC or Titan track.
Another ruined coaster.
It's not a Woody anymore. So after spending 500,000 years every year to keep our incredible wooden coaster rampage running, we have decided it is time to begin work on retracking to help save on long-term costs, create even better ride experience for our guests. This is why it's going to be closed for the whole year, but we can't wait for smoother rides and faster drops. We are replacing the track with solid steel.
Quite sad.
The whole track, like, bro, I don't know. For me, once you get to like 25% of the track, depending on how long the coaster is, it's like this thing's fucking hybrid anyway. Like, and literally, it's like we were saying in season 1. Go back, listen to that shit. Are complaining around this time, literally, like, it's just boiling the frog. It's just you keep doing this, it gets worse and worse, and all of a sudden we don't got Woodies anymore. They're already a dying breed. Regardless, we need more. We need more Woodies out there. Like, we need Leviathan to be cloned and put where Dinosaurs Alive is. Rip out the go-kart track, King's Minion. Just put it there. Appreciate you. And like, you know, like, and then people will see, oh shit, you know, these coasters are great. They're fun. They're wild. The pacing on them's amazing. It's like, yeah. If there's kind of movement at flash vertical velocity.
Slightly vertical.
Bruh.
Meanwhile, someone commented Dorney's finished installation of their coaster already.
Right. Like, and literally it's a longer layout. Like, so, we're going to try to go there this year. But, I just don't get how each of these parks are operating so differently. Because the Six Flags park specifically, like, I think Georgia Surfer... Actually, I have no clue if stuff's been done with that. I think so, to be honest. I don't know. At least they have track there. Phoenix Rising took a good bit too. Those are like they're late to the game, right? They're fast to be late, people shall say. Yeah, I think you can still see Phoenix Rising in the B&M's facility here in the States. I don't know, man. This is just a lot of ass scratching. That's all I'm saying.
Scratching and picking.
Scratching and picking and sucking the thumb after. Jesus Christ.
Just no motion.
First drop on Hyperia kind of opened my eyes, though. What about you? That thing is looking kind of... No, Hyperia.
Hyperia.
Yeah, but the first drop got topped off phrasing. There is a lot of phrasing tonight, but I guess I just gotta watch myself. But yeah, the first drop got installed.
There's like a ton of new photos of that, right?
Yes, and that's what kind of opened my eyes. Like, that thing
looks insane.
Might be pushing people's top 30 that have a lot of creds. Not just what people like to say, just the UK crowd or just the Europe crowd. Like, I think all around that could be a favorite for people. Now, I think it's gonna have flaws, but I think it's also gonna be a ride where people will love it for its flaws. One of those things. Generally, when I look at that, I think they mock understood the assignment. Like, we only could do 4 or 5 big elements. We got to make them slap. And yeah, for me, it looks like it has a chance to really be if not elite, then like right behind the elites. You know, just like it could be there for those people. I don't know about for me, but I still think it would be a very enjoyable ride. And good on the UK enthusiasts. Finally had to break another height barrier. Because I know it's hard as hell to build anything like that in there. So it is awesome for them to have something like this, man. Because we take it for granted in the States, man. They'll be building hypers and all the time, right? Like, literally, they're basically underneath hypers, like 150-foot, 200-foot coasters, like, well, not recently, I guess, because fucking family coaster, the family coaster bug that all the parks got. But you know what I'm saying. Like, we have so many, you go to so many parks in the States, and there is just so many coasters, like Hershey alone has two hypers, almost three, with Storm Runner.
Taken for granted.
Kings Island has a hyper and a giga. Kyron's has a hyper and a giga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Literally, like, yeah, we just be taking that stuff for granted. So I feel like I cannot wait for reviews. Like, oh, and Nemesis. Speaking of which, let's go to that since we're over there. Might as well just go up. I think it's up. Please quote me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Thorpe is south. But Nemesis has its opening date. Did I put this in there? At least I know it's this weekend. It's Saturday.
Oh, sure.
So it is, what would that be? The 16th. So if for some reason you have any UK or European, apparently to our statistics we do, which y'all are awesome for finding this cast listening, but enjoy Nemesis for us, please. Because a huge bucket list of mine. And the recent promo, kind of troll because, obviously it's, they're rarely going to ride that ride at night. And, they showed it at night, but it looked like it was ripping, kind of. Looks like it had some speed. Definitely looks, that looks like the best paced ride out of all the stuff we've seen so far, so. Yeah. There's a lot of exciting stuff in the UK, and, I'm super hoping Alex is able to go, because he's going to tell us all about it, man. Shit. So, let's talk about, I think that's all the overseas stuff. There might be one more thing. One more. Oh, the Vekoma thing. Oh, no. Let's stay in the UK. So, Drayton Manor changing what are their standout staple attractions? Yeah, what do you think of stand-up coasters, RC?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, they're
Let's be real.
they are not great for the taint. That's basically.
Bro.
That's I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just and it kind of rhymes. So,
Yeah.
but they've decided, yeah, you know what? We want to have our guest taints not feel pain, discomfort. So we have converted it to a sit down. It's not even a floor; it's just a sit down. But it is interesting. These are trains from Art Engineering. Aren't those the same people that made the trains for Cannibal at Lagoon?
That I'm not sure.
Let me see here. Yo, it's crazy if they're actually from DC, but there might be a different Art Engineering. We'll see. Yeah, Art Engineering did Cannibal. At least the, no. They manufactured the ride, I think. But it was made in-house, but I'm assuming that they mean the train. They manufactured the train. That is still a ride I really need to get to. We need to check just quick flights to Lagoon, man. I know the tickets are kind of ridiculous, but... Hold on,
Lagoon is such a high bucket list park.
Let's see. Yeah, what to do? Because I've heard that it's kind of absurd to get there, in terms of their ticket pricing. And oh my god, why am I paying Dollywood prices? Oh.
It is a park of quality, I've heard. So I've heard.
Okay, so was Holiday World, and that's half the fucking price. Now people will say, "Oh, I might just
I know
ruffle."
most people get like a season pass and go for like a few days or something.
Season passports. A person. Can I just look at the price? Like, they're making me put in too much to just check the price. But they're opening this Saturday, so that's cool. But yeah, that is a damn. Like I need to see a recent review, see exactly what they have to offer, because that I thought this place was a little bit more low key. Maybe it's definitely a maybe it is like I don't think it's gonna be like the theming of Dollywood and Silver Dollar City, but in terms of charm and how they operate their park, potentially.
I've heard good things about them on an operational level for sure.
I mean, and yeah, do they have a? But what wooden coaster do they have there?
I don't think they have anything substantial. It's mainly Cannibal. Right?
They have another Gerst. That's not Cannibal's not a Gerstlauer, but they have a Gerstlauer there. I thought.
I know Cannibal's the main attraction.
So Primordial, Cannibal, Bombora, which is a family coaster, a kiddie coaster, Puff the Little Fire Dragon, Vekoma Suspended, roller coaster. That's their wooden coaster. Roller coaster.
It is labeled as a thrill on
very high thrill.
RCDB.
on their website, very high.
62 feet, 45 miles an hour.
Okay.
But like they spent all that money on Primordials, and that's supposedly going to be like really interesting.
Apparently, it's like 10 minutes of ride time, or like close to it. Like not exactly, but just like. That's kind of crazy for like people would assume like a regional theme park, right?
Oh my gosh. I'm like sitting here distracted by the Starfall Racers daytime testing.
No, we will get to that. We'll get to that. Well, I mean, I guess we are back. What the hell did we... Basically, Art Engineering did help on... Or did these trains for... The wave, bro! You want to catch a wave at the Blackpool Pleasure Beach? You go to Drayton Manor and ride the wave, man. Because that's what this is. They're adding the fucking... They're changing the... Bro, I'm kind of upset this is an Intamin. I know it's a very early Intamin, right? I think it's... Honestly, isn't it the first coaster? Something like that? I don't know, but... Such a mundane layout. I'm not excited to ever really get on it besides the cred, and I guess it's culture in the UK and what it is, you know. But yeah, I generally think this... I don't know if this really benefits the layout besides less pain. Yeah, I can't really think about it. If it's I think it just might be very mid. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, it was John A. Miller double out back. Let's see if it's placed anywhere. Yeah, no one talks about it. Yeah, no one talks about roller coaster. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was just like a hidden gem or something. I mean, no one talks about Thunderbolt. Well, there's a few people that talk about it. They'll say that like kind of like how we say like it's the hidden gem.
It's only if you really know how to experience Thunderbolt, though, too.
Yeah.
It was kind of nerfed last time we rode, too. Just a little bit.
It was kind of cold.
Yeah.
That was the only reason, but kind of cold, and it was the beginning. We went. That wasn't earlier in the season. I don't know, man. I still thought it was great. Yeah, it was like because that was like July. That was definitely not middle.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It wasn't cold. It was definitely like a milder day for sure. Well, but yeah, Art and Engineering's doing that. Good luck, the wave, I suppose. All right, well, I guess it's kind of anything else overseas. Oh yeah, Groenland showed a new concept of a B&M invert that's coming in, potentially. I don't know if that's B&M invert. Who knows? Oh no, they have a new Vekoma coming in. And it looks like a Vekoma launch. The fact they're fitting it there, you see that concept art? If they fit it there like that, that looks fucking gnarly. Like, the twister section is gonna be crazy. I feel like it's gonna be whippy as hell.
Oh yeah, like especially that like upwards overbank
Yes.
element. Like,
It looks like a 00 G roll that dives down like a. It looks like the fucking flying snake bag, bro. Kind of. Just fucking. This layout looks wild, buck wild, essentially. If Groenland builds anything close to that, and actually, like, oh, man, that's gonna be.
That looks nuts. Holy shit! I just like zoomed in on it. That looks actually insane.
Yeah, like you're seeing those elements are like act like the. Just basically the whole ride is elements we haven't seen before. Like.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, because generally there is always at least one or two things on a layout now that we're kind of seeing, and I think we're getting that innovation. Like, we're kind of getting that back. I think the engineers want to do it. The parks just got to invest. I think it really comes down to that, man. Otherwise, I think we got everything overseas. Make sure we got all that out of the way. Yeah, Hyperia just looked incredible. Yeah. So, ooh. Actually, the Blackpool Pleasure thing. Yeah, I just wish they had the better weekend. Yeah. Their opening week was not great in the slightest. Not great. But.
We don't know how to evac you? What?
Yep. Yeah, you're actually looking at the Blackpool stuff. So, there's a list of shit. Let's just cover here. That was covered for people. So, are people stuck because they basically they said they just did not evac them. I saw there was a list. I found. Okay, I did find it. Wow. So, Valhalla runs with no effects. Avalanche, valleying a lot. Rev getting evac'd constantly. A large coffee with no coffee inside. Food being ordered but not arriving. River Caves gets evac'd. Infusion down all day. And then they end up opening it for 16 enthusiasts. And then afterwards, they say, "Oh, we have to test the ride."
What?
So essentially, it was confusing. I doubt they actually used enthusiasts as test dummies, but it was very bad communication. It made it sound like they didn't have it tested the whole day. And
oh my gosh.
So yeah, Ice Blast is waiting for a part. Coaster seats were literally falling apart. The Grand National. There was one. Oh my god, it looks really bad, honestly. Like, it literally, like, where the seat part is, like, it was, like, you could see through the train. Unlike, because it just wasn't aligned. Like, it wasn't bolted in. Dirty Wallace, I don't know what that means, but basically the branding it also just doesn't make sense there, because you could see Blackpool Pleasure Beach and then Pleasure Beach. Yeah. Basically, and then all that bullshit happening, and the park barely having any rides down. They said the day of, that one of their main attractions, the big one, will not be open the weekend, waiting for specific part maintenance. And don't ask about why they're having a whole attraction down for the whole year, but do know they are looking at what they're going to replace it with. So, but don't ask. That's what the park owner said. Basically in a tweet, like, straight up. And yeah, the UK is not happy with Blackpool. You know, it's just, personally, I've always wanted to go for its history. To the theme parks, you know, and what it is to be an enthusiast. I just want to see that. But I'm not sure now, man. I'm just like, I'm not sure it's gonna guarantee really, because I just kept hearing it's been downhill for the past like 3-4 years. It's been not great. And I get opening day is an opening day, but I feel like it should definitely not be a. It should not be basically it's opening day. Like park should be open. You have an off season for a reason. So. Yeah. Blackpool, please do better for your like the UK people. Do better for the UK. But going back on over, I guess might as well do Disney stuff. Oh, hotel resort guests now have free access to Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon. What do you think of that, RC?
That's interesting. Hold on. Where is this? You need to find this.
I pinged it. Pinged it.
Let me see.
Pinged it. But yeah. Apparently they get free access.
Wow.
Let me look at the actual article.
I gotta read the article. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Disney hotel resorts
On their check-in day, included in their stay. Of course, that's the stipulation. So they're like, be sure to check the operating hours closer to your arrival date for your check-in day. Like, so, I mean, that's nice though. Like, if you like get there and check in early and then have a free day at the water park. It's also kind of like an incentive for people to stay at the resorts, though.
Yeah, and then they have a whole day.
And then trap them. Give them the free water park night, but trap them into buying 4 days at the parks.
And trap them to get them to pay at Ohana.
Oh my gosh, Ohana.
So I do want to try all the different bread at Disney, because I apparently so many of the restaurants do so many different types of bread, and I'm a bread enthusiast. I don't know. I just like fucking bread, bro. So I would like to see what all the bread's like.
The bread service at Animal Kingdom Lodge. That is what we need to do next time.
Bro, there's just a service where they just give you fucking bread.
No, it's like an appetizer that's a bread service.
Oh.
But
I was like, bro, that can't be healthy. People are just gonna leave a fucking rolls, bro.
I need. Oh yeah.
And then go on Space Mountain and just, bruh. Now, honestly, I would literally take some of those with me in like the parks. I would stuff them in. Oh, I'm in a long flight of passage line. Cool. Got me a butter bread. Honor roll. Appreciate you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that honestly should have been the move. That's next time I go. Definitely grabbing some snacks when I'm in Disney. I think that's what I messed up on. You gotta grab some with the homies, and then it is not as bad. But yeah, we were. I think that line was also worse because we were fucking starving.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great for them. What else happened here? Early look at Tokyo Disneyland at Fantasy Springs. I forgot what this was exactly. Please don't play. Please don't play. Of course you're playing. Of course you're playing. It looks great. Disney quality. I can't say it exceeded any bar, but it hit just like the Disney bar I was expecting. Actually, that mountain does not look fantastic. I saw in the back.
Which one?
There was one with the smoke coming out. It was not great. At least the moss didn't look great, but everything else here looks like the Frozen Kingdom looks awesome. That
looks really nice.
Yeah. And I mean the fact they have all these different lands too. Peter Pan's Neverland. I'm assuming this is just is this gonna be a big refurb of their fantasy land, or? I don't know. I'm surprised we're even doing this. I don't know if there's just an extension of the park at all. I would hope it's just an extension and they're just adding on, right? Because the big thing with Disney is they just take away and then They already have no attractions at the park, and then they just take years to add something to replace what they took away, and making and inflating their lines even more than they should be. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this journey looks awesome. Okay, now that I'm looking at the mountain from this perspective, it looks good. The mountain I was complaining about, that looks great.
Yeah. No, it does. It definitely looks good. All the background structures.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about attractions, man, because I'm not really seeing a lot to do besides look at, and that's because okay, you can go in her house. Oh, I guess there's shows that can happen. Frozen Kingdom, you better let them go in the castle. It doesn't look like they will be able to, though. Yeah, but like I don't see a lot of stuff to do necessarily. There might be a lot of. I'm hoping there's a lot of kinetic energy just around, like they have. The only way to really save that for me is having actors. A lot of them around, you know. When you go to these places, you're expecting to see not necessarily meet and greets, but literally just walking around actors. And when you go inside for the Rapunzel's restaurant, there's actors for that too. Yeah, I just hope that yeah, I hope they're able to add some stuff if there isn't already. So, but let's see. Tokyo Disney Resort gave this is Tokyo Disney Resort, right? Okay, gave this a new look at concept art for Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. The ride. Okay, so there is a ride. The ride is about 5 minutes long, as guests get to experience the "I See Light" lantern moment from the film. Okay, I do not honestly like. I get like just for brevity's sake and for theming, you add a Rapunzel, but I don't think Tangled is what people think of as one of their first Disney films that they like, right? Like it's not bad, but like Tangled, like when we have a real Rapunzel stuff, I don't know. Maybe it's had a boom that I haven't realized that there's a Tangled fandom.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like have you seen Tangled?
Yeah, I've seen Tangled.
Yeah.
I don't, cause I feel like everyone would have. I mean, I'm sure there's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Tangled would be like one of like if you just ask a random group of people, everyone, like what is their top like Disney movie? I don't feel like Tangled would be one of the most popular.
Yeah, for sure. I'm like, first off, a lot of people think Pixar too, so let's start Pixar shit first. It's like, the difference. But no, yeah, even then, I don't think, yeah, like it's not amazing, but it's not bad. I don't know. Basically, it's mid, but it's not mid. Just above average. Okay, but they're also having a Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure Ride, a 6-minute 3D attraction that gives guests the opportunity to join Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and the Lost Boys on an epic adventure through Neverland. So 2 boat rides. Okay, or is this it's a 3D attraction? It looks like they're in a boat, but they'll probably be flying around and stuff.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say is I am really sick of. I love the theming they do in these lands, but I hate how they essentially are made for us to just walk around, ogle at, and wait in 2-hour lines for the 2 attractions they have there. Because it's always just 2. It's always just like 2. I'm like, you need even the small little flats to just help out, right? Like, just some innovative little flats, like. And honestly, this is one of the little things I am worried about with Epic Universe, because we were talking about that. There's really not that many attractions on opening, and you can kind of say that with Islands of Adventure and Studios, but when you go, and then literally, I'm quoting what Mark said a few casts ago on the Drunk Riders, like when it's the last day, you're like, I don't want to fucking leave. No, I don't know if he said fuck, but yeah, like I don't want to leave. I love my time here. So, yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But Soarin Over California. Closing for good. It was the last day on 27th of February to ride Soarin Over California at Epcot. And for me,
Such a good overlay.
you think so?
Yeah, I really liked that overlay. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, but I've never necessarily been a fan of Soarin'. So, I guess for me, I'm just like,
it's a relaxing ride.
bruh, I guess I've never been on a high, so I guess I should have
Yeah.
done that. But we didn't end up going to Epcot. But yeah, like when I rode it as a wee lad, I think last time actually was 17, maybe.
It's definitely not nothing crazy. It's kind of just an experience.
Yeah, I just think a lot of the film was dated, and they never updated it, so it just kind of took me out. That
Yeah.
was a big thing for me, even back then, 10 years ago. So I can't even imagine now what it looks like. Just this 480p on this big projection, like, with wind blowing in your face. Like, that honestly was very not Disney quality anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what could they put there? I mean, I fucking whatever IP works for them at the moment, but I hope it's cool, you know, I hope that it's a innovative ride experience. But yeah, I just it's sad to see we're never going to get Soarins or like Spaceship Earths or anything like that again. Like these original park stuff that it has to be connected to the Disney IP or Pixar or Marvel or 75% of what you see in theaters is related to Disney.
Somehow, some way.
No, seriously, like if you look at what's in theaters, a lot of the time, 75% of it, you're like, fuck, this is still going back to the mouse. Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Side note. Mark just landed in Singapore.
Bruh.
Insane. It's
Wait.
gonna be riding some sick
What
coasters.
the hell is in Singapore? So,
I think it's just the start, but because he went to flew to Qatar, and then that's where he just landed. So I think he's doing a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure exactly what, but
man,
we'll have to hear about it. over
yeah,
the coming
Mark has been
days.
the journeyman. He still needs to come on the High Rollers officially, but
Yeah.
Mark Martinez, Mark the homie.
I wonder how many credits he might be acquiring, if he's gonna hit 1,300 or not.
Not what to say. Isn't he over 1,200?
Yeah. Wondering if he'll hit
Oh
1,300
man,
this trip.
that might be the
Maybe.
highest cred count I've actually heard that I know. Like that is fucking insane.
That's insane for sure.
Almost 1,300 credits. That's not even half of the coasters in the world, too. That's just fucking insane.
There's so many like little ones though, you know.
Oh. There was one more thing overseas we missed. Might have to take a hit for this too. As Do-dodonpa.
Rip.
Rest in peace. As rest in peace of two things. You know, Japan is just hurting right now. Because not only is Do-dodonpa gone, the fastest accelerated coaster, but maybe you might have not known, people might not have known the effects, but rest in peace to Toriyama, who also passed this past week. And literally, like, global regimes were basically having a day of rest, a day of peace, because of a Japanese creator and his art that he made. That's the impact of Dragon Ball. Like that's insane. And El Salvador, I forgot there was a Middle Eastern country as well. But they like literally world leaders are mourning and making them vocal their mourning for the creator of Dragon Ball. Also creator of Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest, but not as big as obviously like literally like you have Road Leaders Morning, and it's been cool to see all the respect in different games where people are making DBZ characters in creative ways. I've been playing Tekken and running into Kid Buu and Vegeta and Android 16 and yeah. The reason I bring it up because Dragon Ball was a big part of my childhood, and I didn't really watch Super or keep up with it after it hit because man, it was getting kind of crazy, and that animation was so hit or miss. But I always respected what Akira did. Anime, I don't know what it would be, shonen wise without him, and a lot of people. I grew up with it, so rest in peace to the homie. This one's for you. But what are we gonna talk about here? There's fucking something I wanted to. I guess we'll talk about fucking Kentucky Kingdom. So what is? Yeah, I'm really hoping they're hyping up something else. But this is for you, Toriana. And Do-dodonpa.
Double.
Oh my god, that was fat as fuck. It's crazy.
I'm looking at the Kentucky Kingdom. Is that that's what you're transitioning into, right?
Yeah.
That's so stupid that they're hyping up that they're just gonna be open weekends for Christmas.
Now there's some people saying that they're gonna announce something later in the year. Jesus Christ. I basically packed 2 for the 2 things that were lost. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to hit that at all. Like 2 weeks ago, like even though I wasn't sick 2 weeks ago, my lungs were still fucked up after that flu. Hopefully everyone is doing okay sickness-wise. And the weather has been improving my mood so much, bro. Ugh.
I know, it is nice out.
Bro, it's been so nice, man. Bro, I fucked up. Alright, so now that the weather's nice again, live casts are coming back. Appreciate you. Because we got to do the 3 J's, like those old times in season
3 J's. Oh my gosh.
Bruh. Yeah, if people listen that far back, yeah, those were some. Like when I remember I listened to an early one like recently, and I was like, we used to be fucking fried on this cast. Like, I mean, there's a little picture like one of the first casts where it's like we're in, I think a Wawa. No, I forgot where the fuck we were, but like.
Oh, Wawa, yeah. That was definitely Wawa. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was like the one that we were fucking fried. Like, so, yeah, we are definitely holding it down a bit. I mean, as we tangent and talk about how fried we are, because Kentucky Kingdom. Yeah, I'm thinking that they're gonna be teasing something else. Cause yeah, they're basically just saying that they're open on Christmas. They have a Christmas event now. Okay, like. I get they're trying to almost be more of a family. And kind of, I really does feel that way now. They're definitely trying to lean into that family aspect. But, that you wouldn't get y'all's hopes so high for the next coaster. Because of that. That's all I'm saying. Because everyone's complaining about the family coaster pandemic we're going through right now. When, I mean, if Hershend, well, a lot what they like to add is generally family thrill and or if it is thrill, it's gonna make sure that everyone in the family can still like enjoy it. Like lightning rods and the thunderheads are rare, right? The storm chasers are rare, but I don't know. I like to be proven wrong with that because they did a lot of because I just think like something more in the sense of like Wild Eagle and like Wildfire, Tennessee Tornado, like stuff like that is usually more up their alley, not the super aggressive thrill machines,
Yeah.
But then again, they have a. I still think Lightning Run is redundant in Kentucky Kingdom. That's just my opinion.
What do you mean?
Like, I just think Storm Chaser just does what the Lightning Run does better, and it's just like it's just a better experience. You know, they both give ejector, they both give wild rides, they both literally have RMC restraints. I don't know. That's how I feel though. I mean, some people could say there's a straight up ejector on Lightning Run, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's slightly redundant. Like, I think there could have been more like inversions on Lightning Run essentially to really make it different. Like it could have been like the inversion machine at the park. But I digress. I'm gonna get on again this year soon.
Storm Chaser is good.
It's good. I just want redeeming rides on Lightning Run. Because we got like 1 or 2, and it was just... I still think it's overrated as hell. But I want to get the redemption. And hopefully not get stable. Because like, those restraints stabled really hard just throughout the ride. Like, every hill would just be worse. So, Hyperia... Starfall Racers...
What a beaut. Absolute beaut.
Oh, we got a view of the trains.
Whew.
And, man, I love the views that looks of the trains, man. So it's almost like a modern retro look, because it definitely looks like it's a throwback to like what trains would look like back then with the paint job. But then they added, like, it's a steampunkish kind of like big old gears in the side of the trains. They make it like run this almost makeshift rocket ship. I'm really curious what theme we're going to be getting and how, like, is it going to be loose or is it really going to be like they're making it original IP or something, original experience in a park in the modern age. And if they do, oh my god, I would be so fucking happy. But it's probably going to be a loose-ish theme. I doubt it's going to be anything like they try to envelop you in like Velocicoaster, right?
I couldn't imagine it being to that level.
Yeah,
but
I don't think they're gonna
I
make.
definitely don't think it'll be like nothing.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna make like a Mr. DNA, right?
There's
Like,
gonna
around
be
the
some
whole
sort of
area, like
storyline to it. There has to be.
I hope. I hope. I just don't think there's gonna be like a pre-show or anything.
Yeah.
But, maybe.
I think there's gonna be some sort of little There's got to be something to it, you know. I can't imagine there not being at least something.
So, I'm thinking. Well, I don't know what I'm thinking, but in general, I'm thinking that ride's gonna, if they have all that on top of the layout, because it already looked like it was kind of cooking. In those very far shots that we got daytime footage of testing right before the cast, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, there was if you go through that thread, RC, you'll see there is different videos showing different test cycles. Yeah, man, I can't wait. And this is next year, right? Like, they're opening this park next year. So the fact they're testing stuff like this, the fact we're getting this close.
Oh my gosh, did you see the? I don't think you probably didn't see this because it's not in here. There was a really cool video of Top Thrill 2 testing in the fog.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
I think the ride's gonna still hit, but that launch is definitely gonna be missed. Just a straight up 0.
Yeah. But I mean that's gonna be a really cool ride if you're thinking about a Halloween's.
Oh no, that's what
especially if there's like a Halloween's fog night and then they're teasing that there might be a little twist or something. It's really something to look forward to. It looks like.
That might be the best time to ride it. Is literally Halloween's and all the fog coming out and shit. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we will most likely be getting. I mean, yeah, I will be getting it this year with the 2 events happening. I'll be at Cedar Brook quite a bit, but yeah, Top Thrill 2. They're doing a lot of. I don't know really know how much more they can really show at this point. Like they're still keeping up with that Top Thrill pit stop, I think, or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, we've seen it test. I think they've given us a POV, and yeah, like you guys added a spike. You know what I'm saying? And, like it's kind of we just need to get on it, right? We just really need to get on it at this point. Yeah, man, I cannot wait to hear about opening day. How crazy that's gonna be. That's gonna be.
That's gonna be an insane opening day.
Disgusting. Absolutely diabolically.
They need to be giving out deodorant in the Top Thrill 2 line.
Bro, bro, I'm starting to think I need to just like do that. Be like, hey, $2, get a deodorant. $2. Just walk around.
Be an inline deodorant vendor.
Yeah, I'm just sniffing people's.
That's how you pay for your fast lane, bro. That's how you pay for fast lane plus. Just walk past and like be like a little mobile dispenser as you keep walking past as you're like lapping every single ride.
So I do that and
to every park. That's the move.
Shit, we still got a scheme to get in the push cart. The park.
Just get a season-long Platinum Fastlane Plus, and at every single ride, just be the deodorant vendor. That's the move. That's shit post.
Bro, there really needs to be like deodorant vending machines, like straight up. There needs to be just deodorant ads, and is y'all Six Flags slapped the fucking what are those fucking guys? They do pranks on each other, and they tell them to say stupid shit in public. I can't think of their names, but you know what I'm talking about. They add people on their fucking trains, make it look ugly as hell. You know, they make their old tour trains look ugly as hell with all their ads, and then they need to do that with fucking deodorant. Let people know it's a hot summer day. You're probably a little funky. Do a little quick check. It ain't bad. Might even wake you up, apparently. Science. So, oh man. This is so stupid. Yeah, Starfall Racers looks like it's fucking gonna slap. That's all. I cannot wait. I will say, I need to see the Dark Universe coaster testing, because I'm not too sure exactly what I'm thinking about that yet. I just need to see it though. So there's kind of in tandem. So there's a foresight now to and how the park passes might work with the merge here. So it seems that if you go to get a season pass, or specifically a platinum season pass from Six Flags Darien Lake, you can get a regional access to Six Flags New England and Six Flags Great Escape. It shows this unlimited access to Darien Lake, blah, 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 and the Six Flags New England and Great Escape.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, is there going to be a regional, there's like a regional tier and then like a national tier? Where it's like, hey, you know, I can go to all of them if I just get the top of the line.
Yeah.
Interesting indeed, actually, yeah. But hopefully they have one pass where it's just merged. Like I said, Cedar Fair and Six Flags. Just, I know we're not going to see that this year, but next year would be, any information on that would be great. Appreciate you. But big stuff for the merge. As Six Flags shareholders overwhelmingly voted on and approved a merge with Cedar Fair. It's funny because they were all pissy about it, right? But I who knows if someone got paid? Who knows how that works? But Cedar Fair shareholders will get no vote.
Yeah, that's the part that I saw that I was like, what?
I'm like, don't they have more? This is so confusing because don't they have more hold on this? Don't they literally have
Let's.
Don't they have literally like the 52%, and they have like the 48?
Doesn't really make any sense.
But yeah, this is not the final step. But it definitely is pushing more likely that it's gonna get approved. I mean, shit, I don't really see at this point how it's gonna stop. You know, they've had their issues since its inception of this, and we've continued to go on. And like we were saying earlier, they can be upset, but what really, how much leeway do they really have with this? Like, to say, hey, your money that this corporation is gonna be making is gonna affect us to leave. All right, cool. Someone else is gonna take your place, or more money for us. Like, yeah, I don't know. Voyage has got new
track work,
but it's got it on the 3rd and 4th hills and the 2 90-degree turns.
I remember seeing somebody post like behind the scenes pictures of that like a couple weeks ago or something, that they were working on that. I think it might have been in the Buzzbars chat. Whenever I make it in there and like browse every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the stuff be happening. I'm like, all right, I can keep up, and then I'll check again. And I'm like, what happened? What dropped? What is going on? I can't. It's hard to keep up sometimes. I'm not gonna hold.
It's so fast. It is definitely hard to keep up.
But yeah, this merge, I need it to just happen now before I could say anything else. There's literally nothing we can do, and just besides just see the effects. But one thing we can do is landing rod is now I think the ride will literally be like layout wise be exactly the same. Right? It just looks pathetic. It just looks funny that it goes that slow, because that is false advertising. You're straight up false advertising saying that is a high speed chain lift. I'm sorry. You've seen footage of it, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you consider that a high speed?
Negative. That is not high speed.
Like, bro.
That is
a snail rod.
They are high. We think that's high speed.
Yeah, they're higher than us if they think that is it. Because, bro, that is like maybe a few miles an hour faster than like Storm Chaser. No, if that, like, it's like the same speed as Storm Chaser. Like, but no, I think everything after the lifts is still gonna be like the same. Like, but I will. So I have a nitpick. I got a nitpick. I think the Ride Forces app is kind of bullshit. Hear me out. There are people that will be on fucking floater machines and getting like -1 G's and shit. And be like, oh, the ride, look, it's right. Or they're getting like ridiculous like vertical G's. Oh, look how intense, bro. It's dictating off of their wrist and their device. Like their device is so much lighter than you, so you're just definitely gonna feel so much more forces than what your body is. Yeah. So I'll just be seeing people taking that like it's a Bible, or like, oh, someone get Ride Forces on the. I'm like, no, it's literally just always inaccurate, because it's always like more than the ride is actually giving, realistically. Like all the time. Like I always see, every time I see it, I'm like, that is just like you're telling me. It'll be still, you're telling me Big Bear's giving like ejector airtime like -1. Like, no, like I'll be seeing that like. Oh, see, guys. Like, look, it gives airtime, right? But it's definitely just fucking floater. It's not. And then that stuff I'll be seeing. They'll see -2 G's on like El Toro, which maybe that makes sense, but it's not. It's like -1.5.
It is nice that Lightning Rod can run consistently now, though.
Yeah. There was a scare that I put in the chat. and then little channel we got for this news, but it basically was down for a little bit, but they went up there, fixed it, and it has been up and running. It's been reliable. It has not gone down. It's basically gone just full days running. And I'm pretty sure it feels so great for the whole team that works Lightning Rod. Because I know at least for 2023, when I went multiple times, a lot of the same people were there from beginning of the season all the way to the end of the season. Like, that team is, you know, they know Lightning Rod. They know, they were, at least when we were there, they would know immediately when it would roll back before they even saw necessarily the rollback. There's certain sounds. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole team working it, and especially the mechanics, the unsung heroes in this situation, are taking a deep breath and thanking Dollywood for that change. Because, like I said, the ride experience, probably the same. There are people making antecedent evidence that, like, I'm just seeing people being, like, all sad, and or they're, like, expressionless in the brake run, and like, last time. And I'm like, I think he wrote it, and it was, like, wet and cold. And I'm like, so the ride's just running mid because of conditions. And people are in the wets riding, and they said, oh, we actually don't want to be wet while riding a coaster. And that's why they're expressionless. Yeah, I personally think it's going to be the same. The launch really didn't add much. It was just cool. You know, like just seeing Dollywood behind you going up so fast, having the wind in your face like that, it was cool. So, yeah. But Skyrush, our seats. Welcome to your top 10. It's welcome, man.
Possibly.
Bro, you know how good the Velocicoaster restraints are. You know how good the Pantheon restraints are. Like, on a ride with oh my god, with that level of forces, bro. Come on. You said the main
I'm
reason
excited
was...
to try.
I only think it's gonna suck. After like a year or two, that ride is definitely gonna have a line. Like, it used to be like points where it would be like easy to get on, and then people just throughout the end of the day you're just walking on. Definitely gonna have a line now if it's obviously more comfortable. But we'll see if it's just that thrill, that high intensity that even most people will still kind of peter over to Wildcat and other stuff. And even then, getting on Wildcat, I need to see and hope the operations are just as good. Hoping and praying.
Maybe I will now find Skyrush more intense than Wildcat's Revenge.
Bruh. It was already more intense. What are you talking about? Meme-wise, speaking of keeping on memes here, this Six Flags Kiddie track is basically Mario Kart. Because, did you see how it goes? There's no way this is going to actually be an F1 track, by the way. We're not going to see this on the schedule unless they do some drastic changes to runoffs and stuff. Because it literally goes over, and there's just big drops. Like, basically just cliffs that you can just run off of.
Yeah.
Bro, what the hell are they thinking? This isn't Mario Kart. You don't got green shells that, you know, and blue shells that there is going to be plane crash level of destruction with that. Unless they give them fucking ejector seats. Oh, man.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that I have no clue. I almost thought it was even a concept at this point. I was like, is this even actually happening? We shall see. But yeah, I think that's pretty troll, to be honest. If that actually comes to fruition, they try to push that any sort of way. But yeah, I'm excited for Voyage. We'll be there this year, getting ERT for the first time. It is... Oh, we also missed Montezuma's Revenge is not dead. It's pretty hype. As we have been losing coasters, the coasters we thought we will keep losing, well, we have Montezuma still. They actually, Knott's Berry Farm, put up an update. And they said that work is resuming on our reimagination of Montezuma's Revenge. Get ready to launch into new thrills with Montezuma, The Forbidden Fortress, open in 2025. So,
sheesh.
Yeah, they pushed it to 2025. Yeah, when did this all even start? When did this whole
become SPNO again?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how long has it been standing without operating? Because Jesus Christ, this is Disney level.
2 years now, over 2 years, February of 2022.
Never mind, it's not Disney level. So it's not. I thought it was like 5 years.
It's still pretty bad though. 5 years?
No.
What?
Yeah,
no, it was like I remember because it was like right before I went to the Stumble that it was SPNO, right? Or was that last February? Nah, hold on now. I'm tweaking.
Regardless, it's great to see that they are keeping it, keeping that unique collection that they have, and now for more generations to experience. Because I mean, honestly, it seemed like a great unique ride. And for what Knott's Berry Farm's charm, I really am excited to go there and try it out. Yeah. I do hope that they do add something new soon, because I think it is definitely needed at that place. It's been 6 years since Hang Time, I think. 2018? It was 2019, but regardless, so yeah, they are definitely, I know it's hard for that play, hard for them, so that's why a lot of people thought it was definitely going to be used for removal for something more modern, but no. They're definitely going to keep the refurb and respect for that. So, far in the hole, the opening, March 30th, but Buzzbars members that went to the Stumble, which the FOMO was hidden, by the way, that went to the Stumble and the hole, it looked like a great event. That looked like definitely a one for the books. It didn't look like, it looked like a 2021, or 2022 event. It looks like very, in the sense of, like, it looks very, not too many people were there. It's maybe like 30, 40, I could be wrong, like 50. But that's in those smaller groups are generally the most fun events. Just able to connect more with everybody. Able to talk to people more when you're around them. So, yeah, that looks like a vibe. So I cannot wait to hear that on Drunk Riders. But they also were able to ride it. I could try to look at Coast. So basically, if you want to know for people, if you want to know that stuff, then I think Coast from Brews has something out there on their page, at least on their Twitter, talking about their post-ride reaction. Because I think they only got one ride. I could be wrong, but the fact they let them ride it early is fucking awesome, to put it frank. So
yeah.
Yeah, so what do you oh shit, you haven't even been on Blazing Fury or Far in the Hole, but if I'm basing it off Blazing Fury, I'm pretty excited to see what they could have changed and what kind of story elements they keep, because I'm pretty sure the story is exactly the same. It's just the splashdown at the end, and it's probably, I think the effects are just better kept at Far in the Hole, but. Okay. More wooden coasters are getting ruined. We missed this.
Which one?
Predator. So apparently Predator wasn't great, actually, much at all. It was. I haven't heard much. Most of the time, I haven't heard much great about Predator at pretty sure Darien Lake.
It's fully switched over though, right?
At least more. I don't know. I know they've added a little bit. I think 800 feet of track, and now there is honestly a good bit of rails, as you can see there. So yeah, I mean, honestly, if it was never that great, I'm just saying, just do the whole thing if you're gonna do it. In my opinion, if you do all that track, like, you may as well. Like, the transitions don't feel great. The only time it really does is White Lightning, but like. On Mind Blower, I was just thinking, like, at this point, you might as well just RMC the whole thing if they do it right. Because I'm like, that pothole was brutal, and that was the only wood part that really was rough like that. But at the same time, they need to redo the structure. That's the main issue. So I'm not sure if that's the issue for Predator, but yeah, I just if you're gonna just kind of slowly inch your way, just with these Titan tracks, just do the whole thing. Boulder Dash is apparently getting more Titan track too. I think we covered that, but I'm just we need to get there before the whole thing is Titan track, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Oh, Surcharge is still at Six Flags. Fuck that. Stupid. Fuck that. Drones and Pyro are being tested on the studio side of Universal. I think it's about time. I'm like, why have they not been doing any shows like that? Does Disney have like a contract signed with them? Like, hey, we are the only people in our parks that are able to do fireworks. And that wouldn't surprise me, to be honest, but yeah, apparently they were testing drones and pyro, so awesome. More shit to do after the park. I still think Universal is one of the best places to go in Orlando to for a tourist. One of the best places to go to just chill after a park. Even if you went to like SeaWorld or somewhere else, going back to City Walk is awesome. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool that you could do that. I mean, I'm imagining it with like Halloween Horror Nights, man. They're adding stuff like that for drones and pyro.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But I think that is everything besides the last thing I want to talk about here, which is how the hell do we get into parking? Or how do we get past parking at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg? Because I'm not going to blow off homies that come down. I will try to get a fun card. That's fucking easy to get. But parking is where they get you like $30 every day or $45 some days. Like insane and not okay, bro.
It is.
It's like actually like rip my teeth out and just take that because it's basically the same price. So I've been thinking of ways. I think honestly, when I looked at the map, there is a Pocahontas Road or Boulevard or whatever. You're able to walk on that side, and you're able to just go the whole way, like walk through there into the park, through the parking lot, and then able to go through, where you need to go. But yeah, rideshare might be your only way to, you already know someone going through, and then if they have a platinum pass, to just bypass, the obvious one, right?
It's sad.
But yeah, like, I just don't know what to do with this parking, man. It's just like, I want to get something so I can just get in the parks, but, man, I am paying, literally so much just to keep my car stationed. Like, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, and honestly, I'm already walking a lot, so I'm like, might as well just walk into the park. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that essentially everything, because some of the stuff got covered in, and the main like this there was stuff that was covered in the Black Hole Society that you should definitely check out for y'all that probably want for a main episode, but otherwise that is everything. Actually, it wasn't that bad. I'm going to go through an hour and a half of that. Let's stop using AI, Parks. Let's stop, let's be more like Universal.
AI-generated hot dog stand picture.
Bro,
sign.
It's
probably
AI-generated dogs when you get them. Like, I don't know how they do that, but they probably 3D print those dogs. They're probably not even real, man. But no, yeah. You got anything, last thing to say here? Are you excited about the coach season? I mean, I know I am.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back on Project 305.
Yeah, will you be at Appreciation Day or any opening day for King's Dominion?
Cannot confirm it,
Okay.
but I'll try.
Yeah, I'm trying to go pass holder appreciation next week. So if anyone wants to say what's up, I will be there. Hoping I can get night rides on 305. We'll get on Grizzly. Cause yeah, that's the thing. It's a very special time. Like they're literally I don't think we're gonna be able to have a night ride later in the season until like October. So I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna be able to hopefully get it on at least Twisted and Grizzly. I'm assuming those will be open. God, I really hope 305 is open, man. Like that will be. I really shouldn't have to be like guessing like this. Like it really sucks that like I will give it to Carowinds that like they always have Fury open. Like they will have that open whenever they can. But
It's true.
like you could go to the Carowinds and expect it to be open, for opening day essentially. Now I will say F305 like when the season is like fully out, like June, July, like it's open. You know, like you can expect I-305 to be open. It's just I wanted to be open opening weekend, man. This has been too fucking long, and I hate it for it to be staffing this year, right? Because if you're gonna just have Project 305, this basically half themed rebuild right now we're going through, but still have it open, then the ride better be staffed for me to be blacking out, going night. Appreciate you. Yeah, unless you got any more BS to talk about, bro. Yeah, that's it. Y'all go ahead and watch Dune. Part 1 and Part 2.
Dune is on the watch list.
Yeah, so yeah, I would say you can watch Dune, bro, because it is very good, very good. Very much improved over the David Lynch interpretation, at least in my opinion. There are very, I'll say, loyal fans, to be nice, of those interpretations, but let's be real. This vision is it, bro. They hit it. Denis got it. But no, I really do recommend that. If I'm talking about anything, I've been normally able to talk about movies and stuff, but recently it's been great. The last whole few months has been great for me for doing that stuff. So yeah, y'all keep riding coasters, man. Go ahead and catch y'all in the next episode. Yeah, we need to see what's happening, because next episode will probably be us talking about the good stuff happening with opening day, because literally a lot of the parks are opening this next coming week or so. So yep, there'll be stuff coming in from Kings and Minions, stuff coming from Hershey. We'll see exactly how I'm getting into Busch Gardens. I think there's a few people coming in soon. So yeah. And then obviously the trips after that into April, into May, June. It's exciting stuff, guys. Coach season is among us. Don't laugh. It's way too long. That joke has been dead way too long. Please don't laugh. If you're laughing right now, if you're laughing right now in your car, be ashamed of yourself. No, but for real. Y'all, I cannot wait to see all your lovely faces, all the homies, meet more people, because you never know who you're going to meet in this hobby. But follow us on Instagram at the High Rollers DMV, and follow RC at
Hold on airtime.
Yeah, and we'll get Alex back on here, trust, because he's just been a busy bee. Man, this man really got it, but he will be back on here, so go ahead and follow him at 0G Coasters, because he will be on the trips coming up this coming year. And yeah, go ahead and follow me at West Howard Coasters, and on Twitter side /X. Go ahead and follow at the High Rollers C, or my Twitter at West Howard C, where you see a lot of takes about coasters, cinema takes, movie or TV takes, and gaming takes. So that interests you. Yeah, go ahead and follow that. But traditionally, go ahead and follow our main, where I'm thinking of brewing up more shit posts. So, yeah, if you want to see any of the type of that, go ahead and follow the socials. Y'all, stay homey out there. Never know who you gotta meet in this hobby. Peace out, man. Happy coastal season, man. Peace.
We back.